Now, this segment is the fastest segment on television. It's our hashtag rapid fire round, and we reserve this segment each evening to zip through just as many trending topics as we possibly can with our expert guest. And tonight, that expert guest is viral video sensation Elly Maye. Elly Maye, welcome back to the show.
Hey, look what I have.
Oh my gosh, the crazy hat with lots of color. Yay, it makes me want to pay taxes. I'm kidding.
I thought it was fun.
You are too cute. All right, SeaWorld trending today. A whale, they say, is too depressed to feed her calf. Really, Elly Maye? Did they have psychologists for these whales, or how did they know that this whale was depressed?
Well, a woman actually who used to work at SeaWorld made this accusation, and actually I was expecting to see so many people, you know, anti-SeaWorld people coming out and commenting about this, but actually surprisingly I found a lot of people kind of in support of SeaWorld saying, okay, so we're just going to trust this woman. They were questioning, you know, her credibility. They were kind of upset with a lot of news sites for not reaching out to SeaWorld in the first place and just kind of running this story, because when you read it you just are like, oh my gosh, I guess that's true, because you don't really see the whole story. So, you know, people were saying, you know, it might be depressed, but so, you know, people get depressed after birth too, so whatever.
Exactly. You know, post whale partum depression. It could be that. She doesn't know. All right, the attack in Sweden is trending today. A man attacked people at a school with a sword. Now, they have gun control, and supposedly it's working so well over there. But what do you have to say about this, Elly Maye?
Well, yeah, so this you know, bans swords, right? But no, this is actually the craziest story. A girl who was one of the witnesses to the attack, she went out to the hallway to meet like two of her friends who wanted a picture with this guy because they thought he was dressing up for Halloween, and he literally had a bloody knife and was playing really creepy music, and a teacher came out to kind of see what was going on, and he told him to leave because he was scaring people, and the guy silently nodded and then stabbed the teacher, according to this girl, and the girls all ran away, but he chased them. They got away, but it is just the craziest, creepiest story I've ever heard. It's like, whoa.
That is crazy. It reminds me of that zombie attack as well that happened here. You know, I mean, you know, I don't know our fascination with death, but we might want to rethink that. Just a suggestion. All right, well, the BBC radio is trending today. It just makes you want to whisper. A 95-year-old listener was invited to the recording studio after calling into the show. What's the story, Morning Glory?
Oh, okay, so this 95-year-old man named Bill, little Bill, he called in and was saying how much he missed his wife, and so the radio station actually sent a taxi to pick him up and bring him in studio, and they said he was the star of the day. So there he is in the studio with a little coffee mug, you know, he was just loving life. And actually, I read this and kind of thought, you know, maybe his wife had died, but she actually just lives in a nursing home. He visits her every day, but apparently that's just not enough, and he missed her so much he had to call into this show, and it's just so cute.
That is so cute. I love love through the lifespan. That's very sweet. Also trending today, Elly Maye, a report said that nail polish contains potentially toxic chemicals. So of course, when my producer learned this, he started threatening me about polishing my nails, which I often do right before the show or in the car on the way to the show. Is this really a hazard?
Oh my gosh. Can we not with these studies? Like, these studies drive me crazy. I don't even know why this is a thing. Apparently, this is not a joke. The chemical in the nail polish, they're saying, can cause obesity. So we better call up Michelle Obama, because this country is getting out of control. We need to ban nail polish. I mean, I just don't understand this. I think it's so ridiculous, and it's so petty. And every single product that isn't pulled out of your own ground, there's going to be a problem with it. And we could do studies on everything, and everything is just bad unless you grow it yourself. So that's just life these days.
And even then, the government doesn't want you to sell it to your neighbor. They don't want you to pasteurize it. They don't want you to serve it raw, though it grew in your own garden or with your own cow. I mean, the list goes on. You're absolutely right. Also trending today, Elly Maye, a Russian parliament member came out today and said that the UN headquarters should not be in New York. He said, why should it be in New York City? It's far away and expensive. The headquarters, he thought, should be closer to the world's new centers of power. Wow, is that what the Russians really think?
Well, I mean, I kind of dislike the UN, of course, but I just think this shows really how much, we're losing strength and influence in the world. But, I think that we could potentially move the UN to the moon, because I think the Russians would have a fine time getting there then. But maybe not, that wouldn't work out so well, actually, because we beat them to the moon, so whatever.
That's true, too. It'll be interesting to see if Donald Trump, by chance, is the new president, the next president, what happens to the UN. I would just almost vote for him just to see that much go down. All right, Zendaya trending today. The singer posted an untouched photo after she said a magazine retouched her body in a picture. Did they do a lot of photoshopping here?
Wow. Actually, this girl, she's so gorgeous and she's so, beautiful. I can't believe they would have to retouch a photo of her. That's really scary. Actually, this girl kind of annoys me sometimes. She kind of got overly offended about a dreadlock comment that I just found ridiculous. But hey, you know what? It kind of goes to show you how much retouching truly is done. So it's kind of nice to see. But, it's whatever. There's bigger things in the world. So,
well, speaking of very important issues, iOS 9.1 is out. Apple released the software update for iPhones featuring the new emojis, and I haven't downloaded mine yet because every time it pops up for the download, I'm busy. So you have to tell me, what are the new emojis?
Well, I'm actually very upset about this because there's a list of emojis that include a hot dog, which is pretty cool, and a unicorn and a taco, but there is no bacon emoji. Okay,
oh my
I've been requesting this for years, and I'm super, super upset about it. So I actually, I understand that bacon is offensive to some, but I love it, and I would like it to be an emoji. So take note.
That is bacon discrimination if I've ever heard it. And on that sad note, we're going to have to let you go because we're out of time. But thank you so much for being with us, Elly Maye.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Now up